print, email, Facebook, Twitter. More abdication of Edward VIII in 1936 caused chaos behind the scenes in Canberra. Media player, space to play, M to mute, left and right to seek, it was around 1 a.m. on December 11, 1936, and time was running out for Prime Minister Joseph Lyons. In London, his British counterpart Stanley Baldwin was about to address the House of Commons and announce that King Edward VIII was renouncing the throne to marry divorced American socialite Wallis Simpson. The leaders of Australia, New Zealand, South Africa and Canada were due to make similar announcements at the same time. Lyons, sworn to secrecy until then, had prepared a speech to be broadcast across the nation on the ABC. But with less than an hour to go, the expected top-secret telegram containing a transcript of the King's own words had failed to arrive. What happened next was a first in parliamentary history. Lyons' quick-thinking private secretary Irvin Douglas arranged for him to telephone Baldwin and ask for the text to be read down the line. Everything up to then had been conducted by telegram. Dr. Laura Cook, exhibitions curator at the National Archives of Australia, NAA, said, "This really illustrates the desperation of the moment. They had to resort to the telephone." As the words were delivered and frantically transcribed, the drama of that moment was captured in a newspaper photograph. The black and white print was saved in the private album of trusted stenographer Eileen Lenny Lenehan, shown in the photograph wearing headphones. Eileen was a career public servant, Dr. Cook said. She came to Canberra in 1934 on a temporary contract, and only 6 weeks later she found herself working for Lyons. This incident showed her skills. She was actually promoted 2 days afterwards. A constitutional crisis. Edward VIII, 1894 to 1972, ascended the throne in January 1936 after the death of his father George V. Though he was a popular monarch, his relationship with Simpson caused a constitutional crisis. In political and aristocratic circles, his proposed marriage was widely regarded as unsuitable on religious and moral grounds. It was opposed by Baldwin and the prime ministers of the Dominion countries, including Lyons. However, public opinion in Australia was mixed. The diversity of views is apparent in letters from the period in the NAS collection that were written by members of the public to government officials. The younger generation of Australians were quite enthusiastic about imported American cultural influences, Dr. Cook said. Some Australians might have welcomed an alliance, an American woman being the wife of the king. Lyons' opinion was that Australians would not accept this woman as queen and therefore the king should abdicate. Dr. Cook said Lyons' decision proved to be astute. It wasn't the most prevalent public opinion at the time, but it was the most enduring, she said. Australians ultimately wanted to have a monarch in place who could lead them through the looming war in Europe.